Okay. So once again we are going to study about the Lancashire boiler. So this boiler we are going to explain with the help of sketch. So the sketch consists of three views. Okay. One is the front view, top view, and side view. So while writing, you have to plan in such a way that first you are going to write the front view. So exactly below you have to write the top view. Exactly to the right side or to the left side we have to write the side view. So that is the proper way of writing this sketch. Front view, top view and side view in a proper way. So as I told, so it consists of a boiler, drum. Okay. So this boiler drum consists of two fluid tubes. It consists of two fluid tubes. Okay, where the combustion of fuel is going to take place inside this fluid tube. So this is the furnace. Okay, so the combustion of fuel is going to take place over here, and the water is filled up to the 3/4 of the boiler drum is filled with water. This complete structure or a boiler drum is mounted on a brick structure. This brick structure consists of different chambers. Which are the different chambers it is having? First it is having bottom chamber. So this is having a bottom chamber. Okay, and also it is having a side chamber that we can able to see in the side view and in a top view. And also we have a chimney. So this is the chimney. And the representation of this will be like this. These are the brick structure. Okay. In front view, we can able to see only the bottom channel. So this is the bottom channel. So the hot gases which is generated inside this fluid tube. This is a fluid tube. It is going to move from front end of the boiler to the rear end of the boiler drum. So while moving from front end to the rear end of the boiler drum, it is going to leave the water surrounded by it. And this hot gases, where it enters? It enters the bottom channel. Okay. So now the hot gases is going to move from rear end of the boiler to the front end of the boiler. So once again this we can able to study in the top view. Okay. So now I am going to write the top view. So this is the top view. So where we can able to see the side chambers and also the bottom chamber. Okay. So this is a brick structure what I am writing. Okay. So this is the brick structure. Okay. And I am going to represent this boiler drum in a dotted line. And it is mounted on a brick structure like this. Okay, and this brick structure also consists of an outermost layer. One more layer is there. So what is the purpose of this brick structure? Why the brick structure is there? Because one thing is to support the boiler drum, and another thing, the heat should not escape from out. Okay, so heat has to go to the boiler only. So then the efficiency will be more. So that's why this is a brick structure. Okay. See, we can see the bottom channel in the front view as well as in the top view. So this is the bottom channel. See, the hot gases is going to move from rear end of the boiler to the front end of the boiler in the bottom channel. So this is the bottom channel. So when it comes here, so some of the hot gases is going to move in the side channel. This is side channel one. Some part is going to move in the side channel. So we can further see these side channels in the side view. So I am going to represent this in the side view. This is the reference lines. So this is a boiler drum, and it consists of how many flue tubes? Two flue tubes, and it is having bridge structure. So it is having a side channel, bottom channels, and side channel 1 and 2. Okay, surrounded by what? Brick structure. So this is a brick chamber or a structure. So this is a side view. Is it clear? So this is a boiler drum. So this is a flue tube, and this is a bottom channel, and this is a side channel 1, and this is a side channel 2. Is it clear? So the hot gases is going to move from rear end of the boiler to the front end of the boiler in the bottom chamber. While moving from rear end to the front end, it is going to hit the bottom surface of the boiler drum. Okay, and it enters the side channel. Okay, it is going to enter the from bottom channel. It is going to enter the side channel 1 and side channel 2. So it is going to move from front end of the boiler to the rear end of the boiler drum in a sideways. So it is going to hit the side surface of the boiler drum, and after this it is going to move to the atmosphere. It is passed to the atmosphere through chimney. Chimney means it is having a huge structure, long pillars will be there, and it will be given out to the atmosphere. So this is what the construction of boiler drum. So that is a Lancashire boiler. So for the proper working, it should have different accessories and mountings. So what are the mountings it is having? So it is having a fuel pump or feed pump. So this is a feed pump, and here it is having a mud box. So what is the purpose of mud box? Where the waste particles, sand particles which is there in the water will be collected, and it will be having a pressure gauge. So this is a pressure gauge, and also it will be having a safety wall. So this is a safety wall, and it will be having a steam stop wall. So this is a steam stop wall. So where the steam will be collected? So that will be collected inside the boiler room, right? So this is the steam space where the steam will be collected. And whatever the steam which is collected, it will be used for the application with the help of steam stop. So these mountings and accessories we can't able to see in the side view. So side view just we can see 1 or 2 mountings. Is it clear? So this is the construction part. Now working. Once again I am going to repeat the working. How is the working? So the hot gases which is generated by the combustion of fuel inside the flue tube. So hot gases is going to move from front end of the boiler to the rear end of the boiler. While moving from front end of the boiler to the rear end of the boiler, it is going to heat the water surrounding it. Now the hot gases enters the bottom channel. So from the rear end of the boiler to the move, it is going to move from rear end of the boiler to the front end of the boiler in bottom channel. So while moving, it is going to hit the bottom surface of the boiler drum, and it enters the side channel 1 and side channel 2. It is going to move from front end of the boiler to the rear end of the boiler. So from front end to the rear end of the boiler, and it is going to hit the side surface of the boiler. So during this process, the steam will be generated and it will be collected in the steam space inside the boiler, and this steam is used for the further application with the help of steam stop. So this is what the construction and working of Lancashire boiler. And one more thing, the important sentence that what you have to tell and that carries 2 marks, that is the classification of boiler. So what kind of boiler is this? What is the first classification? Circulation of hot gases and circulation of water. So what kind of boiler is this? So this is a fire tube boiler. This is a fire tube boiler. That means the hot gases is going to flow inside the boiler drum or flue tubes. So that's why it is called as fire tube boiler. So next one. Is the internally fire, externally fire? Internally fire. Combustion of fluid is taking inside the tube. Okay. So next one. Circulation of water. It is a naturally circulating type. Next one. Position of the boiler drum. It is a horizontal boiler. So horizontal boiler, and it is also a stationary type of boiler. So in the previous class we have studied Babcock and Wilcox boiler, and today we have studied the Lancashire boiler. What is the major difference that you can able to observe from the previous one to this one? One thing, the major difference is in the Babcock and Wilcox boiler we have superheater. Have you observed? So where the wet steam is converted into superheated steam. So that is missing over here. So that means the Babcock and Wilcox boiler are mainly used in the power generation. Okay, so where we need superior quality of steam. Okay, so whereas this Lancashire boiler is used in food industries and textile industries. Is it clear? So this is about the working of Lancashire boiler. I hope you understood.